Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm here with Mike from Laughingstock Media. Please introduce yourself, I guess.
Hey guys, it's Mike here from Laughingstock Media, but you already know I'm from here because you're on my channel. What's up?
Indeed. So, Mike, what are we talking about here today?
Today we are going to be talking about religion in Dragon Ball, or more specifically, religion that has been in Dragon Ball in terms of different themes throughout the course of the series, not just currently in Dragon Ball Super in the recent movies, but dating back to the original series and original first run of the manga itself.
Now, I have a couple of things to say about this. I think people when the Battle of Gods release came out, especially in North America, I think people had a sort of shocked reaction on, why are they using gods, why are they, discussing gods in this light, and I was just a little confused and a little, thrown back because, gods have been, and religion have been, scattered all throughout Dragon Ball, from Piccolo Daimao to, King Kai, and I think it's just because, it's been more blatantly stated that, Super Saiyan God and God of Destruction and all these types of things, I think it's been more blatantly stated, and I think, more people are starting to talk about religion in Dragon Ball, even though it's always been there.
Yeah, especially, the thing is, too, especially when it comes to the English dub in America, they always censored out a lot of references to gods and religions to try and make it more PC, so to speak, to try and adapt it more to audiences, and there's tons of stuff going back just early Dragon Ball, like, even in the manga, there's certain things, like, when Viz released the manga originally, it changed certain things. So, for example, there would be a door that would say priest house or priest hut, and they changed it to shaman instead of priest for whatever reason, to remove religion and stuff like that. But then you can even go to, say, Fortune Teller Baba's tournament. And during Fortune Teller Baba's tournament, there is a scene in which there is a vampire out. And so in order to beat the vampire, Appa, who is, Goku's friend whose father is killed in Dragon Ball by General Tao, Mercenary Tao, damn it, now that dub is coming into this, but he makes the sign of the cross. And we see a cross, and we see things in the background, that say, like, Jesus and other kind of, religious things, and the vampire gets scared and runs away. So there's, real obvious and blatant examples of religion that they just tried to cover up in, the English dubs.
Especially in the, sort of kids version of Dragon Ball Kai, instead of halos, they had these sort of spheres above their heads, and that could be either Funimation's thing or, just censorship on, kids' channels, but religion has been always a big part of Dragon Ball, and actually Toriyama, he doesn't, there's a lot of sort of symbolism from many sort of religions. It's not just Christianity, obviously there's blatant Buddhism stuff, stuff like that. Yeah. So I think when Super Saiyan God is mentioned, I think people obviously think of, Christianity, and I think Toriyama doesn't give much sort of thought into it. And I think he's more just like, oh, this is cool, just add this, The whole reason on why he added King Kai is that he wanted just a higher being than Kami, to advance the story. He said that in an interview.
It's funny. Oh, yes, and it's funny, too, just to go back to what you were saying about people trying to think of Christianity. There was an interview with Sean Schemmel, the voice actor for Goku, and what he said was when people were talking about the different, things with it when it comes to gods and stuff of that nature, Sean Schemmel said that people kind of are overblowing that in a lot of ways in the West, and he views it more of like the Greek pantheon of gods. Like, he was saying, Goku does not become Super Saiyan Jesus, he becomes a god, like a Greek pantheon, for example. And in Buddhism, there's many gods. Same thing with Hinduism. So it's, it's an Eastern thing. So to try and say, it's purely Christianity, you and I know that it's definitely a combination, amalgam of a variety of different religions.
Oh, definitely, and it's not just a religion, it's old, folk stories and stories, like Dragon Ball was like an adaptation of Journey to the West. It wasn't really a Christian thing, or just a religious thing. So I reckon people overblow like Super Saiyan God and God of Destruction as being a very, Christian sort of things. And I think Funimation is definitely trying to, cover that up to a sense, Beerus being the destroyer and stuff like that. But it's very inconsistent because there's Super Saiyan God, which uses, the term God, and then there's the destroyer, which, it doesn't really make any sense, but,
Yeah, it's very strange when you watch the Battle of God movie, and I've pointed this out in the past, too, because some people, like, our good friend BLACKENFIST, for example, he thinks that's a very minute change, but it's something that I could tell that was intentional. Like, they don't make changes unless they're doing it intentionally, or if it's a gigantic mistake, which I know that wasn't. And it just seems like, to make it more palatable to more mainstream audiences because it was a movie, there were certain things that were removed. Now, it's strange that they call Goku the Super Saiyan God, but God of Destruction Beerus is only used maybe once in the movie, and then they just call him Beerus the Destroyer over and over again. So, it's very strange, but here's the question I have for you, Nathan. If they did this originally back in the 90s, do you think that they would call them the Kais of Destruction? Do you think Beerus would be the Kai of Destruction and, Supreme Kai and all of them instead of the Lord of Worlds or, what they tend to call them now? Do you think he would just be the Kai?
Oh, knowing Funimation back in the 90s, definitely, man. But yeah, definitely. And this is sort of a topic that I want to discuss with you guys, the audience, in the comment section down below. So tell us more examples of, a religion in Dragon Ball, because we just listed, some of the obvious examples. But if you dig deeper, there's, more stuff to be, found and, even talked about. So please, talk about these, discussion in the, comment section down below. I would like to thank Mike for, bringing me on his channel and sort of, talking about this. This is, a very interesting, discussion. So thank you.
Yeah, this is something I've wanted to talk about for a very long time. And guys, don't forget to check out Nathan at Frozen Particle. He has a lot of stuff Dragon Ball related. He has a lot of interesting topics he likes to discuss. He has a lot of great videos you can go over there and you can check out. So definitely do so right after you're done watching this video. Make sure that you stay to the end, though, because we want you to make sure that you get every little bit of information, but then definitely go down, check his channel out in the description. I'm sure we're going to be in the comment sections responding to each and every one of you, and make sure that you tell each and every one of us exactly some of those things. And don't forget to stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future.
You better subscribe!